Hey beer drinkers! So it's been quite a while since my last video. I think, man, 6 months at least. A lot's been going on since then. As you can see, my hair's a little bit longer. I moved to a new apartment. I got a promotion at work, which is pretty much why I don't have any free time anymore. My cat has obviously missed the opportunity to get up in my business. But there's one thing that has not changed in the past 6 months, and that, of course, is my love of beer. Speaking of which, I don't have a beer with me right now, and I need to change that. I'll be right back. Okay, my beer selection is kind of low. I think my boyfriend's been drinking beer at night while I'm sleeping. But I am going to be drinking this espresso oak-aged Imperial Stout by Great Divide Brewing Company. They are in Denver, Colorado. I've had a couple beers from them recently, and they are pretty tasty. This one has coffee in it, and since my boyfriend doesn't drink caffeine, he won't be sad that I'm drinking this without him. This is quite a thick beer. In my Sudwerk glass, good old Davis, California. This tastes like dessert. I like this a lot. My new apartment's kind of loud. I am coming back from my hiatus because there's something that's very important to me that I wanted to talk about. And that is the important distinction between being a beer geek, being a beer snob, and being a bully. Pretty much this can apply to any kind of fan community for anything, but this is a beer vlog, so we're going to stick to beer as the main focus. So what's the difference between being a geek, being a snob, and being a bully? A geek is just somebody that gets excited about something. You know, you love that thing, you want to talk about it. I love beer, I like talking about it. A snob is when you start to think that your opinions are better than others or matter more than others. That's when you're kind of veering into snob territory. And bullies are people that spend time and energy trying to make people feel bad about what they enjoy. You can like whatever beer you like. I won't think less of you. And just because I don't like something doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't like that thing. You know, all beer took time and resources to make, and I hope somebody's drinking it. If I don't like it, it doesn't have to be me. Somebody else will drink it, and I am totally okay with that. Okay, maybe you're not quite sure still of what the difference between being a geek or snob or a bully is, so let's have a real-world example. So let's say you're going to a party. Now, a beer geek would think about whose house you're going to the party at and maybe what kind of beer they enjoy, and maybe go out and get a couple six-packs, bring it to the party, share that beer with everybody. A snob would decide, I'm going to so-and-so's house, they have really bad taste in beer, I'm just going to bring my own beer. And you bring your own beer to the party, but you only bring beer for yourself and you don't share it with anybody. That's kind of a snob move. Now, a bully would show up at the party with their own beer to drink, not share it with anybody, but then they would make a conscious effort to complain about how horrible the host beer selection is and how they just don't have any taste. Nobody wants to hang out with a bully. And this all applies to online. There's a huge community. We all do beer reviews online. You know, if you're gonna comment, be respectful. I will admit, there are times when I find myself veering into snob territory, and I have to check myself. What I like to think about is pretty much everyone I meet or interact with in my life is gonna fall into one of two categories. They're either A, going to know more about beer than I do and teach me something that I didn't know before, or I'm going to know something they don't know and I can teach them something. In either of those scenarios, I get to talk about beer, and I don't know about you, but I consider that a win. Just a reminder to try to be respectful, love what you love, be proud of it, and don't make other people feel bad for what they love. Life is hard enough as it is, and if you can find something that you love and brings you happiness, then enjoy it, and don't waste your time making other people feel crappy. Just focus on what makes you happy. You don't have to make everyone else feel crappy for you to feel good. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Here's my 20-second beer review. This beer is really good, and I recommend it. Until next time, whenever that may be, happy drinking, and remember, be a geek, don't be a snob, and under no circumstances should you be a bully. Cheers!